Now from here in Boston. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Rick Porcello is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, we're watching a guy who's the reigning champion of the Cy Young in the American League last year. He's the American League Cy Young Award winner. That speaks volumes to his stuff and how he gets himself ready for games. He's always prepared. Lineups are afraid of him. And regardless if he's having a good outing or not, the stuff carries. So I want to see him have a good outing today.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Well, Matt, they're coming off winning a big game. I mean, they played great baseball. They scored a lot of runs in that win yesterday. So if they can carry that momentum over, they're going to be tough to beat.
And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here, 0-2 now. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes another 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. 1 down. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. Looking at the stat sheet, I was just blown away. He has 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. He's the guy you can't let beat you if you're on the other team, and we'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. In his career against Porcello, 5 for 14. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 home. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Here's Manny Machado now. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. And a curveball in for a strike. Just underway here at Fenway Park. Hit out towards second. Pedroia has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Kevin Gossman gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, what I like about him is he knows how to pitch. He gives his team a chance to win every time. Last outing was a perfect example. He gave up 2 runs, and he still stuck around long enough to get the W. He's going to keep them in the game. I look for that type of performance in this game as well.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Jones is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, there aren't a lot of guys with the talent and determination of Dustin Pedroia. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. His career numbers against Kevin Gossman: 11 hits in 34 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, last game they just didn't play well. They gave up a lot of runs, really sloppy. So when you play that sloppy, you're not going to win games.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bogaerts is retired, 2 down now.
Right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, if that's any sign of the type of game he's going to have, he's throwing the ball well. Right there, that's a good fastball. Late swing, and we're in the first inning. That's a good sign. All things are looking good for him right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Castillo has it. And that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Mark Trumbo
takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, he's really struggled. I mean, 0 for the series, but the confidence they have in him, he's still in the lineup. Let's see if he can break out right here.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
All right, time for a majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox. We're looking at one of the best defensive teams in the league. They're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. Not many balls get through here. You're going to have to earn it if you want to beat these guys.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Simmons has a strike zone that can benefit both pitchers and hitters. It just depends on where in that zone the pitch is located. Sometimes that leads to both sides being totally happy, and sometimes both get frustrated. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Lays off 1-0.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the 2-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment of the Orioles. And I'm looking at the first baseman, Chris Davis. Now, you can play him at third, you can play him at first, but because of his footwork at third, it made him a better first baseman. I think he gets overlooked quite a bit. He's a pretty good defender.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Jones is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
Batting 6. Designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. And being a right-handed hitter, it's not altogether shocking to see he's a better hitter here at Fenway Park than he is away from home. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
He threw that ball right by him. When you got a guy throwing that hard, you got to really just think about using your hands and just spread out and let your hands fly. They're going to be quicker than your bat is going to get to the ball.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Trumbo to the track, to the wall. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Hey, I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Now the pitch. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, Matty jumped on that first pitch after the home run. It's a line drive for a base hit. I was always a little reluctant to get in the box after you get a home run, thinking he might dust me right here.
Into the box, Geovany Soto. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2. Has a look. Now the pitch. And Soto able to lay off there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
from the stretch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
I like the pitch. It just missed. That's a sweeping slider. That thing is nasty. Try to get him to chase it. I might even come back with it again.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Castillo corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo, the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Line towards center field. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And this is fouled into the seats over from first.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
And this is fouled at the plate.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt. That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in, Caleb Joseph. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out.
Now batting number 10, center fielder.
Ready for another chance. Adam Jones. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Takes a curveball right on the corner. 2 out with the man at first. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Chris Young. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Fielder, Chris Young.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The second baseman, number 15.
So with 1 out, a reminder that MLB The Show is your home for Boston Red Sox baseball all season long as you take a look at what's coming up here for the Sox in the week ahead. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On the ground up the middle. And no chance for Hardy. This is a base hit.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit in. He's swinging the bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Xander Bogaerts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, a base hit.
Wow, nice piece of hitting. The ball's on the outside half, and he stayed with it and just shot it to right field. Beautiful.
Striding in once again, Mookie Betts looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at bat. It's 0-1.
Wow, that's a little bit of a surprise. You don't see too many ugly swings from him. He's having such a great year. You think he's on most things all the time.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground to third. Machado on the slide. What a play.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Lamb. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Line toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, Hyun-Soo Kim. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
25.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Weak roller right side. Moreland is there, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The third baseman.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there. 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. Now at the plate, Manny Machado comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Manny Machado is sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Mark Trumbo.
Mark Trumbo is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. It remains 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gausman. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
And another foul ball.
That's a good pitch right there. 2-strike breaking ball on the edge of the strike zone, and he was able just to get enough but to foul it off. Stay alive for another pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and Moreland is set down on strikes for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
Now a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's dispatched back to the dugout. Out number 2. So digging in now, Andrew Benintendi. He reached on a single in his first try. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, Chris Davis. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Chris Davis.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th, and boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Digging in now, Jonathan Scope. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping up now, Wellington Castillo, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Here's a high pop-up, calling for it, Moreland. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 1-0.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Here's the catcher, Geovany Soto now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Soto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of a great slider that time. Hit hard on the ground to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Well, that ball almost undressed him, diving to try to make an effort to catch it. But, man, that ball's hit good.
Center fielder, Chris.
Here's Chris Young. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss, and Young is down on strikes, one away. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Dustin Pedroia.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This guy's got a good mid-90s fastball working in this game. If they think they can catch up to that ball up there, it's going to continue to be a rough game for them.
And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Weak chopper up the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Xander Bogaerts is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough. Yeah, I doubt he's going to look back at that swing when he's reviewing the video of his at-bats tomorrow.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Castillo recovers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Striding in once again, Caleb Joseph. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there, strike 1.
I really like how he's been throwing a lot of first pitch strikes in this game. That first pitch strike, it just opens up the whole strike zone and what you can do as a pitcher.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. And that misses. 2-1.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-2 one more time. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. On deck, the dangerous Adam Jones. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. Ready with the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I'm a little surprised right now. He finds himself down 0-2, but he has been extremely hot. But the surprise is they're coming after him, even on this hot streak.
Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air out to center field. Young is there, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The left fielder number 25, Hyun-Soo Kim.
Digging in to try it again, Hyun-Soo Kim. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And that's taken for strike one.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game. He continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
Drilled to the left side. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Eight-game streak. He's swinging the bat really well.
13, Manny Machado.
Ready once again, Manny Machado. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, that looked like a hittable pitch, Matt, in a hittable location to a good hitter. You just don't see him miss many pitches like that.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. He will score as Machado delivers the RBI. We're even at 1 apiece. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Going to strike out victim twice in this one. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits. And no errors for the Orioles so far. Throw in time, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. All tied at 1-1. Digging in once again, Mookie Betts. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Mookie Betts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Ready for another chance? Jake Lamb. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Now a big swing, and this ball is flushed out to deep center field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. 2-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, my eyesight is good, but I'm going to need a replay to see where that thing landed. About 460 feet, which is staggering when you think about it. I know one person who's not impressed, though, and he's standing on the mound.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. T.J. McFarland takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
66, T.J. McFarland.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his Soto home run that helped get this offense rolling. Line drive to left. And Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit.
Oh, what an effort. Line drive over the third baseman's head, but did you see how high he got off the ground? What an effort to try to grab that ball.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone. And he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Geovany Soto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. That misses. 1-2. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 3-1 Boston. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point.
19, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's thrown first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Fouled straight back.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Davis is retired to start out the 7th. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here, 2 away.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Ready for another shot now. Wellington Castillo, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken one swing.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score holds. It's 3-1. Brad Brock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Brad Brock.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Young. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Chris Young.
And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Well, that fastball's coming high and hot. He was able to fight it off and got the base hit.
Into the box now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
You could see that this wasn't that difficult a play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it. E6 all the way.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? The second for 1. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play. Here's Mookie Betts. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. First offering on its way. Fouled back.
Boy, that fastball in right there really makes him conscious of the inside pitch and starts cheating. Now you're set up to throw something away if you elect to do that.
Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Jones racing back at the track. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And it's a 4-1 game. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Wow.
Jake Lamb will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A 1 pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Taken in by Scope. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.J. Hardy. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there. He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Way outside. 1-2. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's what you want right there. Late in the game, leadoff single. Now, they still got some work to do. You got the tying run on the on-deck circle, but they've got a shot now.
Caleb Joseph is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball line fouled off to the right over the Red Sox dugout. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I think he wanted that pitch right there. You know what? He's been throwing the ball real well tonight, and he's been getting a lot of favorable calls from the umpire, too.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
From the belt, the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Hardy is on his way home. The runner from first crosses the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder, Young-Soo Kim. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Jones Rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, that ball right there, Matt, he hit it hard. We saw it. He smoked it to the outfield. This may be a sign pitcher's starting to get a little bit tired. He's starting to make some mistakes. He's leaving some balls over the plate.
Time called here as with the
for the Orioles, number 23, Joey Rickard.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Craig Kimbrell enters a little earlier than usual as he'll be asked to get 5 outs to try to earn the save here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Manny Machado comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, that was an awful late swing on a curveball. One of 2 things. He either didn't pick it up or he was sitting curveball and had his mind made up that he was going to swing, and the break broke before he expected it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, 0 for 5. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Woohoo! Did you see that swing? He threw it right by him. I tell you what, this is the alpha male battle. I wouldn't be surprised to see another fastball right here.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up. Will this be a big out of the bullpen? And Bogaerts will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Joey Rickard will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Vidal Nuno is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. This pitch is popped up. Machado coasts under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Andrew Benintendi stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Line drive to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive. So digging in now, Geovany Soto. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hot shot on the ground is short. He'll go to scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. The historic Old State House here in Boston. Welcome back to baseball here at Fenway Park. Here's Chris Davis now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
The second baseman, number 6.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, 0 for 4. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. One out, nobody on. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter. And it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Moreland is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, when this game started, there's no way they envisioned relying that much on the back end of the bullpen, but he gets the last 5 outs, sealing the win for the team and collecting the save for himself.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Rick Porcello with his 4th win this season, striking out 12 in the process. Craig Kimbrell hammers down the 5-out save, his 4th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.